These 5 exercises will work your core from every angle. Your core, which extends from your rib cage to your hips and around to the muscles that support your spine, is the inner support system that helps you stay upright. Strengthening it is one of the best things you can do for your health. A strong core supports your posture, decreases injuries, and minimizes fall risk. So let's get started. The first movement is spinal flexion with compression. So roll your shoulders back and down. Find a great place for your shoulders to be, and think of your shoulder blades down on your back. So tucking the chin, head comes back. Think about unflaring your rib cage. So tuck your rib cage under and you'll fire off the top fibers of your rectus abdominis, that muscle that runs up and down. So tuck, compress the belly button in and up, and then let's slide the hands down, tucking the chin, rounding the upper back, but keep these hips flat. And then as we come back up, hands slide up, we straighten the back and even lift the heart with the hands in the pockets. Squeeze your shoulder blades. So unflare the rib cage, tuck the belly button in and up, round, knees are soft, and then come on back up, slide your hands in your hip pockets, and lift your heart. This is a lot about the compression that you're getting here, working that transverse abdominis. As you keep the hips flat, think about each vertebra articulating one at a time. Unflare, tuck, pull the belly button in and up, exhale here, and inhale up. And you can start off with 5 to 10 of these, and then progress from there. Let's try just a few more and really feel that action of pulling the belly button in and up. Inhale back up, lift your heart, squeeze your shoulder blades, and then relax. And our next movement is a side crunch. So we'll start with the hands behind the head, and make sure you can see your elbows. And think about lengthening the back of the neck and drawing the head back into the hands. The chair should be right next to our countertop to make it a little bit easier to balance. But start the side crunch with just a lean to the side. And notice how you're feeling the rib cage get closer to your pelvis. Really engage that side muscle and draw the belly button in. All right, if you want to make this more challenging, step the right foot back or behind, and we'll lift the knee to the side. Side and down. That's it. So back behind, you can hold onto the chair with one hand, but crunch the waist. Couple more. Good. Relax, roll your shoulders. If the hands don't feel good behind the head, you can just kind of bring them to the front, like you're holding something in your hands, maybe weights or a handle. All right, shoulders back and down, and just start on the other side with that crunch, bringing your rib cage closer to your pelvis. And then if you want it to be a little more challenging, step back or step behind. And then get a stance where you feel good and stable, or hold onto the chair with one hand. And then we'll lift the knee out to the side, crunch, and step back or down. Let's do a few more so we can be even on each side. I like stepping behind because you get a nice stretch first. So more range. Let's do one more. Perfect. Okay, for the twist and reach, we're gonna again bring the hands behind the heads or bring the hands in front if the shoulders like this better. But we're just gonna twist to one side. And then the opposite arm, twist right again, is gonna reach out front. So twist, and then reach. And then we'll add some movement here. Right knee comes up, twist right, center, and then reach as the leg goes forward. So twist and reach. If it doesn't feel good to kick to the front, of course you can bring your knee to the front. Drawing the belly in, this leg can be grounded, or you can add the knee and then add the kick, gentle kick to the front. Let's try one more. Start out with 4, and you can end up anywhere between 4 and 10 on each side. Okay, so try this on the other side, and then we'll reach. That's it. So twist left and reach. Or you can add the knee front. Twist and reach. Twist. Adding the leg or taking it away, even for a rep or 2, is fine. We'll do a few more. We got our practice in. All right, for the wood chop, we start with our feet a little wider than hip distance apart. And then think about arms as straight as possible. And you can clasp your hands or just kind of place your hands together. And as we sink back slightly, we'll take the arms next to the right thigh. And then as we lift up and out, again, it's your torso that's doing the rotation, not your shoulders. So we'll come up and pivot on that right foot and squeeze the back of your body on the right, and then come back down and set yourself up. So lift and lower. So it's like you're drawing an X. If you want to come through center, you can, if that feels better for your shoulder, or you can keep the arm long, lift and lower. Feel the back body on the right as you come up, and compress your core like we practiced on that first one. So the belly button feels like it's moving in and up. 5 to 10. It's a great number to start with. Let's do one more. Okay, we better do the other side. So hands come down to the left, shoulders back and down. Your posture is perfect, so try and avoid rounding. And we'll come up, lift, and pivot. And strongly feel the back body on the left. You can look up to keep your spinal alignment and down. And again, if you want your arms a little more bent, if that feels better, and you can find this movement better, that's fine too. Exhale as you engage the muscles right here. And inhale back down. Can you feel this one? It's great for stability in your entire core, front and back, sides, everything. Let's do one more. All right. So our next movement is an alternating reach. And for this, I'm gonna have you hinge forward at the hips and think about keeping your posture very neutral and long without rounding the back. Tucking the chin, we're gonna look at the floor. And then step that right foot back and come back to center and left. So we're reaching the foot back, but our upper body's staying in the exact same position. And then you can add the opposite arm and reach and center. You don't even have to touch the floor in the back. Reach and center. Keep your abdominals in, compressed and braced. Let's hold here. And then as we come back up, we're gonna stay folded forward at the hips slightly, but you can come up and draw the knee in, rotating the upper body, and reach ahead. This toe can slide on the ground, or it's lifted. Start out with just a few. Whatever your tolerance is. Good. And hold. Just for 4, 3, are you feeling this? Squeeze your right gluteal, lifting that heel. 2, the knee can be bent or the leg can be straight. 1. Good, come on back up. Roll the shoulders back and down, and we better do the other side. So hinging at the hip. That's it, so left leg goes back, and slide against the floor, or reach with the slightly forward folded, hinged at the hip movement. We're looking at the floor. Now if you'd like the opposite arm, and add that rotation. One hand can be on the chair. Of course you can touch down. Keep breathing. How you doing? Keep checking in with your body. Let's do a couple more. Because then we get to hold at the end here. So find balance, whether that's toe down or toe up, and just hold, engage the gluteal on the left for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then step center. Try doing these movements 3 or 4 times a week for best results.